This is the second biggest and second best live podcast in the world.
Oh, wow. In the world?
Yeah, in the world. I'm Tyler Crowell. This is my guest,
Yeah, my name's David Rodriguez.
David Rodriguez. You're a comedian.
I don't know, am I?
Well, you're sort of acting like one.
Really?
How do you think of yourself?
Yeah, well, usually I tell people that, yeah, I'm trying to be a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really say, hey, I'm a comedian.
I'm a comedian.
Because I feel like that, I don't know. You really gotta prove yourself before you can say things like that. I mean, I've done a lot, but I need to do more shows, so I think once I get more under my belt, I'll feel more comfortable saying that I'm a comedian. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot. I can see how it feels like.
Uh-huh.
I'm not ready yet. I first became involved with, first got to know you through your stand-up opening mic that you have every Wednesday, or spend some breaks. But Steve's Pizza, 7
Steve's
o'clock.
Pizza.
Wednesday, Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then I also came to know how often you're going on stage. What was the goal you set for yourself at the beginning of the year?
So trying to hit 250 open mics by the end of the year. Right now I think I'm at 171. So that's the short term goal right now. So.
That's pretty crazy. 170, you know? It's like almost every other day. You're trying to get to that, basically. That's your mark.
Yeah, man.
Or more,
I mean,
right? You said 240?
250. So I probably need like 80 more?
80 more. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tight.
I just gotta keep going up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the plan.
Oh yeah. So what, if you were to describe what style of comedy you do, what would you...
I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. You can't really... I'm experimenting with things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have like a dead set thing on what I do right now. It's just trialing. Like I'm in the trial.
Trial stage.
Yeah.
The one thing that stood out to me the one time I saw you live out in Sac, comedy spot, you walked right into the crowd. You spent more time in the crowd doing crowd work than you did like on stage doing like pre-written jokes.
Yeah, I definitely felt, because I was towards the end of the list, and it felt, the energy was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was just kind of doing their own jokes, right? It's like they clearly had it like scripted right now, which is fine. I just wanted to do something different, get the energy up. And usually crowd work works.
Yeah.
People like it. The audience likes when you interact with them. It's like a different type of entertainment than just going just to hear jokes. But yeah, I did that. It felt good. I went like 2 minutes over the light though.
Hell yeah.
They told me that you went fuck, because that's something you can't do. Like it's not good to go over the light. That's
People were laughing though.
I don't know.
You got
Yeah,
some laughs.
but still, I think I wasn't last. So like, they're on a set schedule.
Mm-hmm.
If you go over the light, if you keep doing that, you can get like kicked out of clubs.
Really?
I think that was like my third time going over the light there.
Oof. You got
So-
threatened. Like, watch out.
Yeah, because they were like, "Is this your first time running the light?" I'm like,
It's a different person running the light last time.
Yeah, but last time I've ran the light twice, but there before, and each time they were like, you ran over the light. Like, so.
Hell yeah. You're getting laughs though. Like, I feel like, this is my impression. I don't know if I want to speak for you, but if you're getting laughs, you don't want to get off stage, right?
Yeah, I was feeling good. The time went by really fast, so I couldn't really. I mean, I saw the light. I thought I was at 4 minutes, because I think you can do 4 minutes. I thought I got the 1 minute light, but that was like they put it on 3 times already by then.
Oh yeah.
So like, oh shit.
Gotta keep track of the light.
And it's a weird light too. It's like, it's red. It's, I don't know. They don't blink it. It just turns on.
So you just have like a timer in the back.
They
like,
should,
Lit
yeah.
up. That might get easier.
I concur.
So, like, what made you originally start getting into comedy?
During COVID, I was really sad.
Right.
I was very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Just being home alone. My dog. Dude, that dog, he throws up a lot.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so it was like just chilling, cleaning up throw up. Which fucking sucks. And I was taking econ class too.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, what am I doing? Supply and demand.
Supply.
And then I was like, let me just go on YouTube, and I would watch a lot of stand-up comedy videos. Specifically Theo Von, Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee. Yes.
And I just thought it was really entertaining. And I was like, maybe I want to try this.
Awesome.
And I went to the Stuck online Zoom meeting.
Stand-up comedy, UC Davis. What's the other C for?
I think Club.
Stand-up comedy club.
Yeah.
UC Davis. It spells stuck.
It's TUCC.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I performed. My back was all sweaty.
Ooh,
I was so scared. So scared, but it was a great feeling afterwards. I remember it was like 9 p.m. I went to the kitchen. My brother was there. I was like, dude, I just did an open mic. He's like, really, where? I'm like, oh, in my room. And he looked at me weird, because that is weird. It's very weird, but it was good. And it was crazy. Like, I think, actually before that, I had a realization when I was doing like my econ like class. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, econ sucks. Yeah, dude. And my teacher sounded all like nasty, and I definitely wasn't really satisfied with that. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I want to be a stand-up comedian. Like, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian even before I tried it.
Yes.
Which was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it, did it, and I'm just keep doing it still. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So how many minutes you think you can, like, if someone's just like stand-up comedy, like, you know?
I mean, the most I've ever done, like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. That's like almost a special.
Yeah, but the thing is, this one place, it's every Wednesday. It's back where I'm from. It's mostly, they do music, and then after, like around 10:30 p.m., they give me the mic as they're packing up to leave. And then there's some people still lingering in the crowd, and I'm just talking shit. I'm just like doing crowd work. So it's really not really, I'm not doing any jokes, but yeah, I've done 30 minutes there.
That's it, dude.
I got tipped $20 one time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but then she asked for it back.
Did you give it to her?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dude.
I gave it back, and I just like, I did not let go. And she's like, yeah, sorry, never mind.
Is that real?
Yeah. She didn't say like never mind because I was like doing bad, but she's like, it's a lot of money. I think she gave it to me before she got the bill. She's like, fuck, those margaritas are actually a lot. So, I was happy. Yeah, I was sad.
That's hilarious.
It's funny.
Get a tug of war of the bill.
Yeah, I was ready to go to McDonald's after. I was like, yes. We have 40 nuggets.
It sounds like an interesting venue because it's almost like you're fighting to like keep the entertainment
Yeah.
of whoever was there for the music.
Yeah.
Like, am I funny enough to like get these people just to stop for a second? You know.
I mean, mostly I was just entertaining the musicians.
Oh, sick.
But there was like three people lingering in the audience, and the musicians, they're always down. I knew one of the guys, like he was really chill. I think his name was Walter. Or Chris. Or Tyrone.
There's
People Black. I forgot his name.
Walter, Chris, Tyrone.
One
It's
of
like
those.
pretty varied names. Like usually if I'm stuck on a name, it'll be like 4 J names. Like
Oh no, it was Tate.
Tate.
It was Tate.
Come on, bro.
I knew it was with a T.
These names.
I remember he was this black bald dude.
Yeah, okay.
I called him Taint one
Call
time.
him Tate. Alright, that's good. That keeps it in your head.
No, I called him Taint. Like,
Yeah.
Because a Taint is like an
Yeah.
asshole, right?
No, Taint's like the spot between your ass and your
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah, I called him
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, Tate. And he didn't hear me, so it was good. But yeah, Taint was not a Tate.
Yeah, Tate without the N.
He was
yeah.
really chill.
Chill dude.
He had a scary smile, though.
Scary smile.
He always wore sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Do you remember from SpongeBob movie, the
Yeah.
guy, like, the fucking, when they stop in that one town, and he, like, the killer dude, who's like, he looks like that guy.
He looks like that guy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you already knew Tate.
Yeah.
And he's the one who got you set up with it.
No, he didn't get me set up there. I actually, the host there, I met at another comedy open mic. He's like, yeah, just come to mine. I'll give you some time after we're done with the music. And yeah, I was the only comedian there.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Dang. So you started, what, early... Did you start this year?
I started last year on Zoom,
On Zoom.
like in May.
May of last year. Oh, so you've been going...
And then I did my first ever in-person in November. Or early December, yeah.
Every December. This is in your hometown.
Yeah, and then I did my second one in February, and then since the second one, I've been doing it pretty consistent, like, pretty often.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you have this open mic right now. What gave you the idea to, like, throw your own thing?
Well, back home, there was people just, literally just getting speakers and just going to parks, going to, like, the beach, and people would show and just support. And I always had the idea in mind, like, oh, maybe I'll do the park or something. And I started off with the park first. I would just go to Central Park in Davis, and I would just talk. And it was very embarrassing at first, but I got used to it.
That's so cool.
One time they told me to leave.
Wait, they, like, was it more than one person?
No, this is one lady.
One lady,
This
like,
old lady. I guess she worked there.
Worked at the farm?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where?
There's no office there, so I guess she just hung out in the garden or something. Just doing nothing.
She didn't work there.
Yeah, she had an office in the garden. I don't know. I guess she worked with the city.
Was it just because you said something, like, made fun of her toe fungus?
No. That's everything. No, but I guess because the speaker was loud, and I guess you can't just do that.
Yeah.
So.
We've been back since.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
She told me that. I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And then she was walking away. I just turned it back on.
Yeah.
Because I had like 4 people there. I'm like, I can't leave these people.
Right. Yeah. They're there for you.
So. Yeah, I was just doing a lot of those, and then I did an open mic in San Mateo.
Oh dang. Okay.
Like South Bay. And this one guy was like, dude, just like. Because I told him about like running an open mic. He's like, yeah, bro, just do it. You can't wait on anybody. Because I was waiting for Stuck. I'm like, you know what? Stuck is going to come back. They're going to have their own thing. Let me just wait for them.
Mm-hmm.
But cause during COVID, they were all online. It was taking too long. And one of the guys, I think his name was Daniel. He had long hair. He looks like the Joker. Yeah, he told me, just do it.
Do it.
And I did, man. I just asked a bunch of places here. Then I said Manas, asked them. Pizza and Pints.
Pizza and Pints.
Taqueria, Burrito.
Got a lot of no's.
I asked T4.
T4.
Fuck, I asked FedEx.
FedEx?
No, I'm just kidding. That'd be weird. But I asked a bunch of random like food places. Yeah. I got turned down just because they said it was like the YOLO County or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guidelines.
Yeah.
But as I was driving home, literally asked like 10 places. I was driving home. I was like, oh, what the fuck, Steve's? This place looks kind of cool. They have a patio.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I literally just walked in, and the guy was like, "Yeah, give me your info. Do you have a business card?" Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh well, just give me your phone number." Next, for some reason I was like nervous. And accidentally gave him my house phone number. From like Orange County.
Yeah.
So the next day.
You don't want to be trapped.
I had to drive back to see him. Oh, sorry, I gave you my house phone number. And
That's so funny.
so I gave him my cell phone number. And from there, I texted him. His name's Sharu. Yeah. I guess Steve died long ago.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought Steve was still with us. Rest in peace, Steve.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, that's what I assume. I don't know. Maybe he is, but Sharu. I texted Sharu. He was down, man. He was down. I was really happy that he was down.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the speaker. I bought a stool. Mic stand, microphone.
What you spend all together?
Well, the stool I just stole from home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Free 99.
Yeah. The mic stand probably like $30.
30. Okay.
Yeah, and the microphone the first microphone broke, so I did a second one.
Did you spend more on the second one, or you went back to the same?
Yeah, it was the same.
Oh really?
Yeah. Probably not a good idea to buy the same brand.
Well, it hasn't broken yet.
No.
That's good.
Looking back, I probably should have got a different brand.
That's what I would have done, probably.
That's what I would have done. If I could redo it. Yeah, that's not really good thinking by me, but I had to. I just went back. I was like, yeah, this one doesn't work. I get the same one again.
Yeah, I got the same one. Why change? You know? There's that saying, if it's broke, just go back to the same broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
like
mic stand, cord. Got some posters.
Those are the same posters from then? Or you kind of upgrade a little bit?
Oh, well, yeah, I
That's a good
upgraded along the
chunk
way. Yeah. Because this one guy, his name David. He's what?
David.
This other guy, yeah.
Oh, David.
He showed up to my mic one time.
David
He's
too.
like a producer. He has like 6 shows in Sac.
Oh.
He's like, dude, where's the sign? You need a comedy sign around here if it's a comedy show. Because people walking by, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So he went across the street to FedEx, and he literally bought like a construction paper green one. It made a sign for me.
The one that says ha ha ha.
Yeah, like free comedy. So yeah, and then that got me inspired to make another one.
Nice.
And then I made the other one. And
We got 3 now. 3 signs.
Yeah. And honestly, yeah, Steve's Pizza. I mean, they get good business,
Mm-hmm.
so they should be paying me. Fuck.
Yep.
But,
So that's what you gotta do. You gotta pitch this idea to the next place. But look at all these people I'm bringing in. I want this amount of money.
Because at first I was keeping track of how many people showed up.
Yeah.
How many people bought things.
The most recent one was packed.
I need to keep track. I need to see. Okay, this right, like 15 beers were sold. How much money is that?
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever just had to upgrade or something.
Yeah, that's something you can show to the next place.
Actually, yeah, another comedian. You know Angel Castro?
No.
Well, he's one of my close buddies here. He's from Davis. He recommended that idea.
Mm.
And at first I was like, no. But looking back, yeah, I need to do that.
So how long has the mic been running now?
Right. I think more than 2 months.
More than 2 months. And you're getting like comedians. I've just been talking to some people that have been up there.
Yeah.
But comedians from all over.
Yeah, from like Stockton area, Sac. Some locals here from Davis. You know Ben Harshaw.
Maybe I'm
He's
good
from,
faces.
He's from here. He hosts the Comedy Spot open mic.
Oh.
Yeah, he's really good. He's been here for a while, so
Okay.
I'm really happy he shows up.
Hell yeah.
Kyrie Shabazz.
He showed up?
He actually showed up to the first one that I ever did.
That's awesome.
Because when a mic opens, usually the first day, it's probably the most packed. Because like people want to know like, oh shit, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
And actually another good comedian, Shannon Battle. He's really popular here.
Okay.
He's been doing it for like 9 years. He's from Maryland.
Maryland.
I think so. I say Maryland or Morocco. One of.
At least you're on one letter this time. Yeah. I remember like the first time I walked in, you were in the back room. That's when I discovered you. Maybe it was because it was smoke day or something.
Yeah, I'm never going back in there.
Yeah,
it was way too sad in there.
Right.
Where people like the boots, like they're high, so when you're sitting there, you can't see anybody else.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really bad thing.
Definitely.
Because like, it just feels like it's you and the comedian. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of weird. You need to see like other audience members. And yeah, I just got really bad vibes in there. The corner was all dark.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's gonna come out and grab
it's really
me.
shut off. Like it almost feels like a venue place.
Yeah.
Whereas now with the current place, people who are walking by in the street, they just see and hear you.
Yeah. It is kind of like distracting, I guess, to see the cars.
Sure.
But I think it's better than having it in the back.
Much better.
And it smells like diced ham in there.
Does it?
Because like the salad bar is literally right there.
Diced ham.
And people like go in and like they refill their ice. One time they pressed it against and nothing came out for like 30 seconds.
You just hear like.
Yeah. And then finally like 2 cubes came out. And the guy literally walked away and then realized only 2 cubes came out, so he went back to get more. And he didn't even fill it up with anything, he just got ice. And I was just staring. I was like, bro, the Modelo's are in the back, man. They're not there.
In the back.
But yeah, no, I love Steve's. I love the waitresses there too.
Oh yeah.
Chelsea, she's really chill.
Okay. Yeah, everyone seems like they're very cool there.
Yeah.
Last time I was there was like a little an argument going on in the back.
Really?
I just try to keep it pretty cool.
Really?
Just like, hey, I just want a beer. Here for the comedy.
What type of argument?
I don't know. That song is like, you do this or you do that. Or like, she's really angry with me. I was like, they're trying to involve me in it. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Really?
Yes.
Well, actually, at Chelsea, she didn't even want to work there.
Yeah.
She had to move from her other location, but yeah, Steve's Pizza. I'm really happy because I was actually thinking about moving it to Woodstocks.
Oh yeah.
I was getting impatient, just because during COVID, there wasn't a lot of people showing up. I know Woodstocks is always popular.
Woodstocks is popular.
So I was like, okay, let me see if I can pitch this idea to them, and I did. I was like, hey, can we do my mic here? I run one at Steve's, but I don't really like it, so I'm gonna try Woodstocks. And they were like, yeah, email this person. And I emailed them, but I didn't type anything after I put at. So I was like, fuck, like I didn't even. So it went like a week with no response. I'm like, how come they're not answering? And I checked the email. I'm like, oh my god. I didn't even put Yahoo.
Yeah. Tough.
But yeah, shit like that, and then I emailed them again, and got no response. Which fuck it. And then my friend Maritza works there. She's like, yeah, they're going kind of like chain. Like restaurant, they're like a chain now.
They got a place in San Diego. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, in Santa Barbara too. So they have like all these protocols. They want everything to be the same. So it wasn't really gonna work out.
Mhm.
But honestly, I'm happy that happened because Steve's. I think it's growing. It's getting better.
Steve's is good.
I really like Steve's. Yeah.
Definitely good.
Pizza's okay. I fuck with Steve's.
I still think you should talk to G Street Wonder Bar.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's talks about starting an open mic at Davis, like the stuff, or not stuff, comedy cycle, and we can have people from Sacramento,
At where?
like on campus,
Yeah.
like with Will's Club, like the comedy cycle. We're actually.
Are you gonna cancel yours? If that one
No.
takes off? Yeah, you should. You need multiple.
Yeah.
People going. You know.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that, but yeah, Will kind of likes the idea of having an open mic, like where people come from SAC,
Yeah.
and just perform for the for the students here. And I don't know how we need to talk about that still.
I definitely like how this kind of circles back into the how are you getting the word out to SAC? 'Cause I've seen your flyers around Davis. But how are other people finding out about it?
Me just going over there, and them getting to know me is like probably the biggest thing.
Dang,
Just because
such a nice guy.
yeah, I've been going over there for a while, and they're like, okay, yeah, I trust this guy. He's like funny, I guess he's funny. So they're like, yeah, we'll go. And also, I posted on Facebook. There's a Sacramento Comedians Together group. It's like 1,000 members. I post my flyer in there. I also posted in the Stockton one and the Bay Area one. So I get some
Traction.
notoriety. Is that the right word?
Notoriety.
That's a big word.
I think it is the right word. I feel like notoriety sometimes has like a bad connotation though. It's like, you've done something bad, so now you got some notoriety.
Oh.
But I don't think it always is that way. I don't think it necessarily is
Okay.
on a subjective word.
I keep saying that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun word.
Thank you.
I like words.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So explain, go through your joke writing process a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure that out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm really trying to figure that out. Usually, I like to start off with this thing where I read it from a book where I find 5 random words and I write them down. 5 words that are common, like that people usually use, and I try to come up with 5 definitions for that word. So like with the word can, right? That can be like trash can of soda, in the can jail, canopy, cancel, things like that. And I feel like that helps me. So I do that for like 10 minutes, 5 words, 5 definitions for each. And I feel like that kind of helps me be more witty.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, this person said this word. They're not saying the definition that I see, so maybe I can make it funny. I don't know. Stuff like that.
No, I like that.
And then I have 40-minute sessions of just adding to my 2 sets that I've already done. Because I have a lot of material.
Mhm.
And my problem is that I kind of just abandon it.
Yeah.
And I don't try to make it better when I could. And that's something I kind of struggle with. It's like being impatient, going through writer's block.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do these 40-minute sessions. I try to do 4 of those a day.
4 40-minute sessions a day.
So in the end, I have 2 hours, at least 2 hours of comedy.
Yeah.
I've been slacking though. Honestly, for the past probably week and a half, I haven't been doing that. The past 2 weeks, I've been just kind of just focusing on school, just chilling really, just trying to get to my headspace because I think I struggled a lot with comedy. I went through the cycle where it's comedy is kind of it's too hard, and I didn't really want to do the work, and I was starting to hate it. And I was like, oh man, fuck this. I'd rather go play soccer or I got comfortable not doing it.
Right.
And I think part of it is just because I was rejecting my material a lot. And that had to do with me comparing myself to other comedians. Because I would watch a lot of comedy. I still do, but I would watch comedy, specials on Netflix. And I'd be like, shoot, they're doing it so good. How can I do that? And I was just getting frustrated. And that's not good. And I ended up hating my material. So right now I'm just writing 40-minute sessions, getting to know the fundamentals like setup, punch, tags, talkers, just all those things. I would watch Netflix specials. I would write out literally word for word what they say. I'd be like, okay, so there's the setup, there's the punch, and then that would kind of help me. Like, okay, now I know. Like how now I have an idea of how they're doing it. Maybe I could learn from that. Maybe apply it to mine. But that's kind of dangerous too, because you kind of need originality.
Right.
So you don't want to copy exactly what Felipe Esparza was doing, and I think I was doing that. I was trying to write my structure like his, and that was making me frustrated, just because it wasn't really original.
Yeah, I remember hearing the story of Jamie Foxx saying the first time he went on stage, he just repeated something he heard at a stand-up like the night before, and then someone told him, was like, because he was getting like crazy laughs, like, oh, this is fucking fun, and then someone told him, was like, yeah, you stole all that, you can't do that.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Don't steal.
Don't steal. A lot of, like, you can find jokes that are very similar. People can get to the same joke a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So there's a kind of controversy in comedy regarding that. But I want to go back, because you mentioned, like, 4 terms. I think a lot of people are familiar with punch and setup, right?
Yeah.
But then you said tags and toppers.
Yeah.
Can you, like, define those?
Okay, well, people use them interchangeably, but a tag is something that goes after the punch that, like connects to the setup. And then a topper, it doesn't really connect to the setup, but it connects to the punch. Like, only connects to the punchline. So, I guess an example would be, okay, so the setup would be, my boss, he said he was going to come out and watch me perform tonight. Good thing he didn't come today, because I'm supposed to be at work right now. So the punchline would be, I'm supposed to be at work right now. A tag would be talking about my boss.
Right.
The topper would be about my job, because
Job.
it's referring to the punchline. It's going based off the punchline. A tag would be like based off the setup.
So would you put the tag like right after the setup, or would you loop back to it after the punchline?
It could. Some people do like, because a tag usually isn't your biggest laugh. The punchline is.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some people who do two tags before the punchline.
Kind of just like getting people warm.
Yeah.
And then.
I guess like a general rule is to always come up with like at least 2 tags after the punch, because when they're laughing at the punchline, it's easier to make them laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to keep that going, and like a good rule of thumb is just to do like two tags.
2 tags.
Yeah, so set up punchline, tag. That's like a pretty common structure, I guess. I don't know.
Do you like it? So are there specific comedians you try to emulate? I know you said Bobby Lee and Theo Vaughn for like what got you inspired.
Yeah, I think Felipe Esparza.
Felipe Esparza.
I really like his structure. It's very like simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to listen to, and you can like when he talks, it's like it's very structured. Like you could tell, but like I don't know. I guess I'm appealed to because it was just easier for me to follow, and when I write it out, I'm like, okay, I see this is the setup, this is the punch, and it was just easier to like analyze. So yeah, I guess yeah, that's who I like to. I don't know, look at.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Would you say he's like your most watched comedian at this point?
Yeah, him and Bobby Lee. Yeah.
Him and Bobby Lee. I'm more familiar with like Bobby Lee and his like podcast than I am with like his actual stand-up, which I've only seen small clips of.
Yeah, I really wish he posted more of his stand-up.
Yeah.
But it's funny because he doesn't really like trust himself to do a special, which is pretty crazy.
It's one of the biggest comedians to not have a special.
Yeah.
It's kind of an inside joke.
But I mean, he kind of said he's like, yeah, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And like people always ask me like, why haven't you done your special? Like, well, because I'm doing good. Why do I need why do I need a special? And,
he's so funny though. He's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Theo Vaughn's the other guy you had already mentioned.
Honestly, I'm not even really a fan of the stand-up.
Yeah.
Like I got inspired just by him talking on his podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just him. But his stand-up, I actually don't like.
You don't like his stand-up? He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Definitely, like the way he speaks. I think.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm like, especially on his podcast that you were mentioning, just like the way he like thinks about things is fascinating. Like,
yeah.
How like you were saying, like take one word and like put like 4 different definitions on it. But I feel like he's then taking those 4 definitions and like thinking of 4 more.
Yeah.
And he's pulling something that's like 2 times removed.
Yeah.
But it's always I love Theo Vaughn. He's great. Let's see. Okay, so we talked about kind of your journey in stand-up. Oh yeah, do you want to talk about the club a little bit?
Oh,
what was going on with that?
I mean, I don't really know a lot, but I just know that, yeah, Will was kind of, there's a falling out between Will and the stand-up comedy club at Davis.
Will has his own comedian comedy
Yeah.
club at the moment.
And that was a result of him getting kicked out of the club. I guess there was something between him and some of the club members. They didn't feel safe with him around.
Really?
Yeah.
That's definitely.
So there was something there. I'm not. Will kind of told me, but it was very kind of vague. So I don't really. I need to hear the other people's story, but I haven't really got a chance to ask them.
Right.
And yeah, Will decided to make his own comedy cycle club.
He got a big name the other night. Kerry Shabazz got to perform. He's paying the comedians, even some students.
Yeah, Kyrie. Yeah, he killed. He did really well. And what happened recently? So on Friday for the Stuck show, Kyle, one of the officers at Stuck, told Will that he couldn't go. Yeah, he said it was for the club.
For the club.
And for the other members who probably, it would be a weird situation, and Will got really angry. He's not taking it well. And it sucked because Kyle and Will, they were talking earlier that day.
Right.
And it seemed like the club, like both clubs were kind of coming together, you know. Things were getting better between both of them, and then like that happened, and it kind of created a problem.
Yeah.
And it made Will kind of not like them.
Well, yeah, I remember Will had spoken to me recently. He was saying that he was trying to build bridges. That kind of feels like
it was like
probably in his mind.
It was a betrayal, and it really is sad. I really want the clubs to connect.
But like I was saying earlier, I think it's good for competition.
Yeah.
He might have his own open mic. There'll be 2 prominent regular open mics in Davis, 2 clubs, and like I think we had talked earlier, there's sometimes other small open mics that go on. Woodstock has had one in the past, more music focused, and then Kava Bar had one that was like kind of a wide range of things.
And Wintermelon music.
Are they doing their
watermelon
I saw a
music,
sign for that actually. Have you gone to that?
Every time I go there, I ask like, hey, when are you guys doing it? They're like, oh, we're doing it soon, but we don't know.
I think I saw a sign recently. I think it might be
really
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they have a good venue, just out of the way a little bit.
it's far. Yeah.
It's pretty big though. I wonder where people would sit. Need chairs. I guess you can use those drum stools.
Yeah. Wait, am I being loud enough for it?
Yeah. Usually, I try and speak up because it's a small mic.
Yeah.
But usually, it hears everything. It's more powerful than it might.
Okay.
Seem. I'm more worried about whether or not the phone screen locks automatically when it's not plugged in. That's like.
Oh shit! Imagine if it's off.
I'm just gonna check it real quick.
God, what if it's off?
Yeah, it could be. Oh, we're still live. Live. 1 viewer. Live. Hell yeah. All right, we're good.
So this is on Twitch, right?
Live on Twitch.
Hell yeah.
All right. Sorry, I was just freaking out because during the setup I had it live also, just like to see if there's any problems, and it stopped. So like, Jesus, is it gonna happen again? Yeah, I need a better system. But at the moment, it's only failed me a couple times. Lost the entire episodes. Anyway. See, is there anything else like comedy focused you want to get into?
I don't know, bombing.
Bombing.
That's always fun to talk about.
Yeah. Bombing.
I haven't cried yet.
Okay.
I hear a lot of comedians.
They cry.
They're like, yeah, I cried. I bombed so bad. I cried on stage.
Not you though.
Yeah,
Strong
I haven't bombed that hard yet.
Tough guy.
Because honestly, all the audience have been really supportive. I've never been booed off.
That's good.
I've never been. Like this one guy got a phone book thrown at him. Kevin Hart, yeah, he talked.
Oh, Kevin Hart,
yeah. Somebody threw a phone book at him. He's like, and it was Patrice O'Neal threw it at him.
Oh, Patrice, okay, that makes.
And he's like, read this, it's better material.
R.I.P. Patrice, for real.
I know at some of the places I go to, there's one in Citrus Heights on Monday. The host, Matt Medina, somebody threw like a glass bottle at him.
Oh yeah.
I think, and then that he was like bleeding from his like face. When I was in Stockton one time, one of the comedians performed, and he was heckling. He was being annoying. He was talking to himself out loud before he went on stage.
Okay.
So it was really distracting the other comedians. And when he went on stage, people kind of like weren't on his side already. So they told him to speak up because he was talking really low. And people were just saying, speak up. They were just kind of joking at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the bartenders said it. And he was like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And like everyone was like, whoa, like, hey, like relax, man. And he got really mad. He got really pissed. He started cussing. And he got the mic, just threw it as hard as he could on the ground. And he got his cup and like threw it against the wall. And tipped over tables.
Shit.
And then he walked out. And then, yeah.
Dang. So that's like the biggest like scene.
That's probably that's probably the craziest thing.
How long ago was it?
Like 4 months ago.
4 months ago, and where did you say it was?
It was in Stockton.
In Stockton, 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
But I guess the worst bomb that I ever felt was probably oh my god. I was performing in Inglewood. It was a black room. And yeah, there was like probably like 50, 60 people.
Oh, that's pretty big. 60.
Yeah, it was like this multi-purpose room. There was food, but they told me I couldn't eat it.
They said you couldn't eat the food?
They didn't even say like, why?
They said don't eat it.
They're like, no, just go. And I didn't want to argue, I guess.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of messed up. I don't know, it wasn't even like a party or anything.
Yeah. It was just food.
Yeah.
Eat food.
So and they were playing music every time a comedian would go up. So okay, let me act on it. Because usually if you dance in the beginning, people like that. Like you usually get like an applause or like cheering. So I did that. It was going really good, so I just kept doing it. And they were cheering. People were like laughing. And then after that, once I got to my jokes, it just went all downhill.
Straight down.
It was sad. They were just like, oh. Because I set the bar way too high.
Yeah, the dancing, high energy. Man.
Yeah, and then once I got to my material,
oof.
Yeah, it was sad. People were just like,
grumbling.
Yeah.
No, nobody speaking, heckling you.
No, it was a nice. Like I said, I've never really had a bad like a bad audience.
Call some kids next door.
All right. And
Call some
CPS.
Kids are allowed to shout. You
call somebody.
It's my big break.
Should I record this? Should I go check it out?
I don't think you can hear it on there. There's some kids shouting in the background.
Yeah.
It's got David Heat.
Yeah.
They're heckling his performance.
Yeah, I just forgot what I said.
You're talking about.
Yeah, and that's something. It was sad. They felt bad for me.
Felt bad because they already liked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I should have done, because I didn't acknowledge that I was bombing, and I think you should, because if you don't know you're bombing and the audience knows you're bombing, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
This guy obviously is new. He's probably freaking out right now. But if you acknowledge it, like I should have said, DJ, turn the music back on, because this is clearly going bad, and I should just dance or something.
Yeah.
That would have been a good way to handle it. But I didn't. I just kept going through my material, even though it wasn't working.
Keep going.
And it was I got like a pity
clap at the end. How long did you last for?
It was probably. Well, here's the thing with that club, the host, if you're not doing good, she'll like take you off. So probably did like 3 minutes after
3
that.
minutes. Okay. Not too long.
2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Any other?
You should have been like shouting as they took you off. Like, my best material's still coming.
Yeah. Right.
Like let yourself get taken off, but be like fake heated about it. I don't know.
Because I heard somewhere people won't remember a bad set, but they'll remember a bad attitude.
Oh yeah.
So you don't want to like talk shit to the audience, whatever. Actually, I remember one time in San Clemente, where I'm from, I was doing this mic. It was really late at night. There's all Marines in the audience, and they were all drunk. And one of the guys was like, "I'll buy you a beer if you make me laugh." And he was like, he wasn't gonna. He was trying not to laugh. Like he was like, and he can't even buy me a beer. I wasn't even supposed to be in there.
Right.
Yeah, but I lied to them. I told them I'm 24.
Nice.
And I did not make anybody
Didn't make him laugh, and nobody.
I was kind of freaking out just because they're like Marines. They all like they're kind of drunk too, so they were kind of talking in the background. And I performed right after somebody did a magic set.
Magic.
And that guy killed. He did really good because people like magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like magic.
He literally was doing magic. And then the host was like, okay, now for your headliner of the night. And I just walk in, I'm just like with my mariachi boots. And yeah, he did magic, and everybody was like, whoa.
I've noticed there's always animosity between comedians and magicians, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
It's just the first time I've heard, like, comedian talk disparagingly about a magician. Like,
I mean, his set was good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a good set. I was pissed. I'm like, damn it, he's actually doing good. He's not just doing, like, ooh, you know, he's actually, like, pulling flowers out of his ass, you know? He was doing really good. And he was doing, like, making comments during it that were pretty funny. So that's what got the Marines on his side. And then when I went, I just didn't have good material. I didn't have good material, I'll admit it. I didn't have good energy. I was pretty quiet. Yeah, I lost them in the beginning. And they could tell. But I still went through it. And then at the end, like, this old guy, they want to talk. I was talking with him. And he's like, yeah, that wasn't funny. He's like, you want to do this for a living? And I was like, no. I was like, no, I'm just trying it out. And this is actually pretty recent. This is probably like a month and a half ago.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that wasn't funny. Not funny. And he was really drunk too. And he was talking about how he did stand up. I don't really care. But the most important thing was it wasn't funny, and that kind of helped me out. I was like, okay, this shit wasn't funny. Let me analyze it. I did. I learned some things. So that was actually probably my worst bomb. I felt so bad after that.
Yeah, someone came up to you after you said you got a pity clap at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
The second one, you had someone going like, "Comedy is not for you."
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty much what
that.
he was saying. Yeah. So that was kind of hurtful.
Right.
But that was good. I needed that. That actually was good.
Did you
I think honestly that's probably better than people saying like, "Hey, good set," you know.
Right.
Like, people do that a lot. They clap for you, like, "Hey, good set, man." Like other comedians do that a lot, even though when you know you didn't do well, they're like, "Hey, good set, fist bump," and people take that fist bump too serious. They're okay, I did good. I don't need to change anything.
Oh, right.
So I think criticism is probably the best thing, but I think a lot of people hesitate to do that because sometimes it hurts. It's like, oh, I really like that joke, you know. And yeah.
So bombing. I feel like you told me the story about the food and not being able to eat it before, but there was like something else with the food that happened later. Like, didn't you like tell someone else not to eat the food, or like someone like snatched food out of your hand? I feel like there was more food drama.
No.
No? All right. I don't know if I remember. Maybe someone else had piggybacked off that story.
Food.
But like, you said you weren't allowed to eat the food.
Yeah.
But you just kind of mentioned it. I feel like the last time I heard this, it was more. Anyway.
I did cocaine one time after a set.
Dang. Yeah, you said you didn't like it.
Well, so yeah, I mean, I performed at Steve's. There's a couple. They were like in their 30s. It was a black couple. Just for more detail. Nothing wrong with that. And, what?
You're like laughing to yourself. You're like, black couple.
Yeah, because I told this story to a friend earlier today. He's like, why'd you say black like that? Because I was like, they're a black couple. He's like, why'd you say it like black? And I don't know, it's funny. And yeah, they got me a beer after the show, after the open mic, and they're really cool. I met them before. They're like, hey, you want to go smoke weed with us? So I did. We went to the parking lot, and then I smoked weed. Just talking with them. They're funny people. The lady has a 12-year-old son. I drank one of those Fireball drinks.
Fireball.
Yeah.
The like cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, do you want to smoke cocaine? I mean, do cocaine in our van? And I was like, yeah. Like, oh, yeah, sure.
Leveling up.
And they realized how weird that sounded. Because it literally was like a killer van. Like a white van.
Yeah.
So, but hey, you can hold the keys. So I did. Felt safe.
With the keys in your hand.
Yeah, we just did cocaine. Off an iPhone screen.
Yep. Yeah, most people. iPhone screens are pretty useful.
Yeah, but the thing, you know how like when kids like use your phone, they get back with like boogers and like it's all sticky.
Right.
That's how it was.
Bad screen.
Yeah.
You felt gross to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. We shared the same straw.
Same straw, right? I think that's pretty common. Is it like a regular straw?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it was a bendy straw.
Bendy straw, nice. Like a juice box.
Yeah. Yeah, it had like the little.
Did you go for like a 90-degree turn or
Yeah,
something?
so it was a loop-de-loop, and then it went up.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. That added to the experience. A loop-de-loop straw.
It's like see-through. You can see it go up.
Yeah. It was harder to get it up, but it was worth it. I guess I don't know. And I got stuck midway because there was like a little knot.
The bendy part.
It's weird. But yeah, after that.
Sorry.
Yeah, the loop-de straw off the iPhone screen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they were just looking at me. They took a video of me.
Oh dang.
So I hope it's not somewhere. Yeah, that would really suck.
Sounds nefarious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they were laughing. I think it was a Snapchat.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
And one of their friends FaceTimed them.
And they invited you back because you had a good set. Like, oh, we like this guy. He's cool.
I don't know if it was a good set. I don't think I did well that night, but I think just because, I don't know. I knew the lady. I've seen her about a week before.
Okay.
She was really nice. She actually heckled me. Actually, no, at the end, I don't know if you were there. She actually went on the mic and she's like, fuck David.
Fuck David. Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah. It was a black lady.
Fuck David.
Yeah, she's like, fuck David.
I thought she was your friend.
Well, because I was like,
That
she was
the first time
heckling.
you met her.
Yeah, she was heckling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, come up here and say something.
Yeah.
And then she did. She's like, fuck David. And then she left.
She left.
But she was chill. She
She's
was just kidding. And then they recorded me.
Mm-hmm.
The friend FaceTime was like, oh my god, who's that in the back?
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably weird because I looked like. I do not look like I should be hanging out with them. And yeah, after that I thought I had AIDS or something. I was really worried.
I don't know if you can get AIDS through a straw.
I don't know, sharing boogers and stuff. I don't know.
Well, you need to have like an open cut. Like saliva, because saliva isn't. I feel like the nose is kind of like saliva. It's like you need blood to blood.
I don't know, but I was really worried. I didn't feel
Right.
anything. So I searched it up and I think it might be linked to ADHD.
Oh, the AIDS worry?
ADHD. Is that AIDS too? What do you mean?
No, I mean, what's connected to ADHD? Like,
Oh, not feeling anything.
oh, not feeling anything.
Having AIDS? Having AIDS means you have ADHD?
Well, you're like, I was so worried I had AIDS. So it might be the ADHD.
That's that was 2 for 1.
Like 2 for 1.
Like soap. There was spring, AIDS and ADHD.
Oh man. Conditioner, bath, body, face.
But yeah, I was really weird in that. But no, I hope I don't have it. That'd be. I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, ADHD, I might have it.
Yeah, who knows? It's pretty popular to self-diagnose yourself with things, but
Yeah.
like I talk shit about it, but I do it all the time. I'm just like, damn, bipolar as fuck today.
Yeah.
I got some hardcore like ADHD, like I'm feeling OCD as fuck because I like clean my room halfway. You know?
Do you actually think you have something?
I feel like of those, ADHD is the most likely. So I'm like stuck on this corner of TikTok with like ADHD, and they're like, if you do this, probably, and it's like, well, that sounds like me. So maybe, but I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
You know. I think it kind of takes away from people who are actually diagnosed because they're like, oh, anyone can just claim. Look at me suffering over here.
Right.
So I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
But you know, I think a lot of it is just trying to explain the human experience. You know,
Mhm.
like, it makes sense if you go. People know what you mean if you say, "Oh, this is like some ADHD shit." Like, oh, like, I recognize what I associate with ADHD, and that relates to what you're saying. Helps explain it.
Yeah.
But like, it does take a little bit of it away from the naturally gifted with ADHD among us.
That's a sucky gift.
Well, you know, some people say that there's benefits to it. You know.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
You can take drugs to calm it, or what?
well, not everyone is treated with ADHD. Is treated for it. Who's diagnosed? Like, I have a couple friends who were in treatment younger, and now they're off of it.
Oh wow.
So like a lot of it's just how you manage it, because the drug doesn't cure it.
Yeah.
It can help you manage it. Like the way I've heard it described. Again, I'm not a doctor, but for ADHD, like a drug like Adderall, which is basically methamphetamine salts, it's like one carbon off, so they can put a patent on it.
Mm.
But it basically like you have this energy, right? You have like a gas tank.
Yeah.
And the Adderall will just give you like a bigger tank. So you still have to learn how to operate with this thing that is different than the way most people operate.
Right.
But it just gives you like more tools or like more room. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly.
No.
But that's how it was explained to me.
Who explained it to you?
TikTok and friends.
TikTok.
So, both.
Oh yeah.
Multiple cases. Yeah, you feel like you have ADHD?
I don't know. I don't even know. It's just attention.
Attention.
Yeah, I feel like I noticed this specifically in comedy where people do long sets and like they ask for feedback. I'm like, I don't even know what you just said.
Oh right. Yeah, that could be a symptom. I've heard that described as a symptom. Let's see, other things. It's like time blindness. Would be like that's something that I relate to. So that's why it kind of stuck out to me. It's like I don't always know what day it is, and also I'll be like always late to everything.
Yeah.
All the time, regardless of any. That's got me in so much trouble. Like ridiculous amount of trouble. People get mad because I don't text them back quick enough.
Yeah.
People get mad because I like show up. So far, I've been pretty good at work. I don't think I've shown up more than 15 minutes late, but
dude, I told my boss this year. I texted him like, "Oh, I'm gonna be late last time." I've texted him that probably like 11 times already.
Nice.
And I always say last time.
Nice.
We all know it's not the last time. And I feel so bad because he's really chill.
Yeah.
And he's too chill, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's what probably makes me want to
Sure.
be in that.
And also, I think it's like a spectrum, like a lot of things. Like some people, they have all the symptoms all the way, and then like maybe a normal person at the other end, where it's like they don't have any symptoms of ADHD at least, and then you have people who have experience some of it, experience less, and meet in the middle. So I don't necessarily think I'm all the way over here, because I think there's one symptom they talk about, which is like hyperfixation, right? Which is like you just get stuck on one thing for like a long time. That's the only thing you can put energy or focus into. And I feel like I have experienced that before, but I don't think it necessarily happens a lot or enough. I don't know. I've been kind of off. Like I haven't been researching it lately, but I was trying to get diagnosed recently. I miss doctor's appointments a lot. Also,
Really?
that happens. So it's so annoying to reschedule them because they get this big chip on their shoulder, like, you don't want to meet with me now. We don't want to meet with you.
Do you do it online or you go?
Now, the most recent one was online. I made it to one. I missed the second one, and then before that, just like in person ones too. I missed them.
Damn.
But, yeah, it's no bueno.
Yeah.
ADHD, look at that. What made you bring it up? Was it just like the time thing? Where you're like people would say a lot to you, and then what do you focus on when they're talking?
That's the weird thing is, I focus. So let's say, alright, so somebody does a set, and they ask for feedback at the end. And the thing is, I try to listen, and like, come up with feedback. And I guess just me knowing that I have a bad attention span is something I think about while they're performing.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
So that kind of doesn't let me focus on the set 100%. So I like okay, all right, what am I gonna say? Oh, they said something. Or how am I gonna say it after? And then I miss like what they say after that thing I'm focusing on. And or sometimes their sets are just bad.
Yeah, no, I understand that too. Because like if I'm not interested in it, then I'm not paying attention.
Like literally, I'm not even kidding. Out of all the open mics I've done, I've only laughed really hard at one. At like one of the comedians at the open mic.
It makes sense. It's hard to make people laugh. Hard. Sometimes I'll give fake laughs. It's not on purpose. But maybe something's a little bit funny.
Yeah.
And so I'll feel a little smile, and I'll breathe it in a little more light. I'll blow it on the fire.
Okay.
So like, if I give like a medium laugh, maybe it's only like a small laugh.
Right.
Like I just, I don't force myself to laugh from nothing.
Yeah.
But it also feels good to laugh.
Yeah.
So like, if I feel like I could just give like a half smile, maybe I'll give it a chuckle. It's like, it's still the same, but it's different. I always focus on how I laugh too. something
Oh.
I focus on. It's like I feel like I'm laughing weird. I need to like laugh the correct way.
Yeah.
Or, like listen to myself laugh and ask people like, hey, did I laugh? Was that a good laugh? Like,
Yeah.
is that like a weird laugh?
It's interesting.
I relate to what you were saying earlier about like being focused on your like lack of attention.
Yeah.
That reminded me earlier when I was like, I told you I was focused on whether or not the phone screen was off.
Uh-huh.
So I wasn't really listening. I was just like, like with, I think a lot of times with conversation, it's for me. I just get in the flow. So like, then I'm not so much worried about like remembering everything that's happened.
Mhm.
But like I'll just notice if like the conversation slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I go, okay, how can I make it like keep it going?
Right.
Right. And now the camera's working. Everything's great. So I'm not even worried about that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, dude, like I said, I was talking about that one comedian who made me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I followed him on Instagram just because of that.
Hell yeah.
And it was at the Hollywood Improv.
Hollywood Improv.
His name's Adam Richmond.
Adam Richmond.
And it was a funny set.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird. Because, I mean, if you go, like, audience members go to open mics wanting to laugh. Like, they're there, because then it'll just be a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you go to a mic if you don't even want to laugh?
I think a lot of it's curious, you know. And sometimes people like seeing a bomb too,
That's true.
you know. Like I think people go just to experience. Like open mic is kind of like roulette, like not in the sense of like death, but more like you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
They know anybody can walk in, so anybody can walk up, anybody can say anything,
Right.
and that's kind of exciting, at least for me.
Yeah.
That's why I like going.
Yeah.
Like if you like want to for sure laugh, you're gonna spend more money and go to like an established headliner or something
Right.
like that, and that gives you, I guess, more certainty of laughter, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if people like go in there calculating like, oh, there's like a 50% chance I'm gonna laugh with this guy. If I spend $20, I might get that 65.
Jesus. Opportunity cost. I mean, the show I went to in LA to watch Bill Burr,
Yeah.
and like people, I didn't really laugh.
You know what? No. Interesting. Okay.
I was just more, just because like I did comedy at the time. I was just kind of like seeing how they did it.
Definitely. If you went from like a studious, like,
Yeah, I guess that was.
scholar approach.
I guess that's how I am every time I'm at an open mic.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I think sometimes. So you think that one comedian who really made you laugh hard, he was able to get you out of that mindset,
Yeah.
get you into like more of like a loose,
Yeah, 'cause
relaxed.
he was really funny. Like his comedy was something like that Bobby Lee would do.
Mhm.
Like he was doing like act outs, and I love watching act outs. Those are fun.
Oh yeah, like full body.
Yeah, and it was funny. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Like you think so? When he was doing that, when he's making laugh, are you still deconstructing how he's doing it, or are you like less worried about that at the time?
I think I was less worried about it. Yeah.
See exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, like a comedian going to an open mic. Yeah, it's more so not really to want to laugh. I mean, it is, but it's kind of like, okay, how are these people doing? Like, it's kind of breaking down their set. Like, okay, this is their setup. That's their style. Who am I gonna follow? Who's here? What can I play on? Because a lot of comedians just think about their own set.
Right.
They're like memorizing. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, that's why I don't really like doing open mics, which is all comedians. I've done a lot of those.
Yeah.
That's one of my motivations for wanting to get more people to Steve's.
Steve's. Yeah. I think you can really grow it, especially if you stay committed to it. You know.
Yeah. It's so popular they'll build a second story for me.
You think so?
Really stupid.
Like I think you should worry about like line of sight, because like there are some places that you sit, which kind of block out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then if you could somehow find a way to get more seats, because last time there was a lot of people standing, which isn't like a good thing because you're getting a lot of people. I don't know if you could get more seats even.
They do have a back, like, parking lot area.
Have you thought about moving it back in?
But there isn't, like, any seats, really.
And you're not going to get people off the street as much either.
Yeah, so it's kind of, yeah.
Like you're saying, seats are already busy. Everybody who walks into the restaurant who's just there to buy food, they have to go through your open mic.
Yeah, and those
That's
some of them
kinda cool.
stay, yeah. Yeah. And I think I do need a louder speaker as well.
Yeah,
'Cause
oh,
that's,
definitely. You can't hear from that far away.
Yeah, that's, yeah, unfortunately.
Is it turned all the way up when you're doing it? Okay.
I could turn on the echo.
Have you thought about getting a second speaker and then connecting them? Because that also could work.
Yeah, I don't know how I would do that.
I know a guy with really good speakers. I just don't know if he would just let you borrow them. But I will definitely talk to him.
I'll probably look into buying a new one, because this one was It's not. I think it's the cheapest one of like the brand.
It's a pretty good, decent looking speaker though. It works.
Or maybe I can have it like up, like on like one of those poles.
Yeah.
Cause it's like really low.
And you're not gonna knock into those side things.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
But like you really, I think ideally you want 3 speakers, right? One pointing straight forward, and then one broadcasting to the right and left, so you get people walking.
You should start your own open mic.
That'd be cool. I just don't have much to say.
You need to be a host.
It's like, haha, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that'd be a good idea. I'm kind of focused. My attention's really split right now.
So yeah, what are your plans with that? Like, I know you want to like save the world, but like.
Oh yeah, you want to get into that on the podcast? I don't know.
No.
I'm mostly just trying to. I was talking to my friend. He was getting mad at me recently about it because he's like, you just want to gather people together, and you don't have a concrete plan what to do with this mass of people you gather. And it's like, well, for one, it's not a mass. It's a small group, not even linked necessarily. And the fact that I have the contact information doesn't mean that they are really even willing to do anything with me. Like, just experience, like, not just, like, let's say you're trying to talk to girls or you're trying to, like, just get social groups started. Getting someone's contact information is, like, maybe a 25% chance that you will even see them in person ever again. And maybe less, honestly. It really depends on how the conversation in person with them went.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, that's what I told him. Is like, I really just think of it like numbers theory. And like, I'm more of an organizer. I'm not really like the planner. I want to get people together who are passionate, and then from there, we take passionate people and we can make a plan with that. He wants a plan to already be in place.
Yeah.
So I respect that. But let's see. I'm trying to think. So comedy. Oh, I was just gonna ask you, like, what's the biggest room you've done, and what's your favorite venue?
Biggest one, probably this Friday. Yeah, there's like 400 people there.
Oh yeah, you did that.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
400.
That was gnarly.
Okay, I saw a clip of you doing push-ups on the stage.
The worm, yeah.
The worm. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Fuck.
Doing the worm.
I need to better my worm. That was kind of embarrassing.
Well, that's funny though.
Yeah.
How did you get some good laughs?
Yeah,
That was at the science lecture hall, right?
Science lecture hall.
Hell yeah.
Did the worm.
I was gonna go and then I guess I would have got turned away, but I didn't end up going.
It's funny. But yeah, so before that, I think the biggest venue I ever did was probably the Inglewood one.
Inglewood.
There was probably like 40, 50 people.
That was the one with the food.
Yeah.
I said don't touch.
Yeah.
Was anybody else eating the food?
Yeah.
Everyone was eating it.
Yeah.
And like one donut, that's too much. You can't have
Yeah, they're like, no, it was like rice.
rice. Oof.
Yeah, like,
Rice. We love some rice.
and like soul food.
Soul food. They got like, what else they have? It's like good spices.
They had tacos.
Tacos.
No, I'm just kidding. No, they did.
Tacos.
That'd be rice. That'd be funny. Soul food and tacos.
You know, it's more funny that you said tacos than you're like just kidding. Like,
That wasn't even funny.
it's not the fact that tacos make it funny. It's just the fact that you're like
why would I say
there
that?
wasn't tacos there. You're like, I don't.
Just kidding. Yeah, they had spoons. Just kidding.
Just kidding. No spoons.
They had drinks. Just kidding. There's people that are just kidding. I don't know.
Cause tacos is like, yeah, I'd be like, oh, why were there tacos? So I'm still like I'm trying to work my way through like, were there actual tacos there? It's probably one of his jokes. And you're like, no, there was no tacos. I'm like, oh fuck, got me again.
There was a Popeyes in front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Popeyes or KFC?
Probably Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's. Okay.
Yeah. There's actually one that's gonna open here.
Oh,
Downtown, yeah.
Davis?
Hmm?
No.
They're actually hiring right now.
I thought that was like a South SoCal thing.
I guess it was too, but they're
Where?
they're expanding on next to the Phils.
Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna have to check them out because my friend was gonna take me there when I visited San Diego, but we ended up not going.
Yeah, dude, well, I don't know when they're gonna open, but yeah. So that was probably the biggest room.
This room. Okay. Favorite venue?
Favorite probably Comedy Spot.
Comedy Spot in Sac.
Yeah,
Nice
so
little
that
room.
one or CSP. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Laughs Unlimited.
Laughs Unlimited.
I did like a little like workshop there. I didn't perform. It was on a showcase or anything, but that was a pretty cool like little stage.
Good stage.
I really like that one.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, probably Laughs Unlimited.
Okay, I think I was there, but it was so long ago. So
Definitely good shows
remember what
there.
it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing that just occurred to me was, you know that place in the Death Star where it's like all those concrete like seating steps? I
Yes.
feel like that'd be a really good place for like an open mic.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. You know, because a lot of people could fit in there,
I
and
think
it's already got like good auditorium focus for the sound could carry.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
I think I talked to Will about that.
But obviously, it's not an all-weather place. But
Yeah, we just need. I think we need to talk to the school if we're ever gonna do anything on campus. And, but since the halls are open, I think that'd probably be more ideal. I could seat more people.
definitely.
So. But then again, that is kind of like a whole process. So I'm not sure if it'd be easier to do it there.
The other thing you do is like meet at the hall and like sometimes you do a special event at the outside. So it's like long-term planning type stuff.
Yeah, this is it.
But let's see. I think I ran out of my comedy related questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any? I already asked you this, but is there any other burning comedy related things?
Anything comedy related? I don't know. Do you ever see yourself performing at the Comedy Spot?
Ooh, that's good. What if I brought you? Would that count?
I would want to perform though.
So it needs to be an audience.
Yeah, that's kind of sad going to like a open mic not
You
perform.
do like 5 minutes. I don't know. I have a couple. I'd like to go up. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to go up more. I want to go up next week, and then
Why not this week?
go again this week. Yeah.
It's upcoming week.
I treat this and next as the same, but people don't like that. People go next means the one after this one.
Yeah, because they're not the same.
There's only one that's next. Because right now we're in now. What's coming up next? The next. On Wednesday.
Are Saturday and Sunday in the week?
This is the other argument I get into all the time. Sunday, does it begin or end the week?
I usually just this upcoming week. This week was last week. Next week is after this upcoming week.
Everyone says the week starts on Sunday. It ends on Sunday.
Yeah.
It makes sense like that. But yeah, I get into arguments about dumb things all the time.
Sorry to hear that.
No, I like it. That's the only reason I live. Sorry, people.
Yeah.
I think that's if I was gonna be a comedian, I would just get on stage and like try and get into an argument with people.
That's
Engage in
fun.
Heckles.
It's honestly fun getting heckled. I like doing crowd work. That's one of my favorite things to do. But I do need to get better at joke writing. Because you can do crowd work. Anybody can do crowd work. But joke writing, that's a different thing. That's harder in my opinion.
Sure. Like it might be harder, but like even if you can just do crowd work really well, that doesn't mean you're not a comedian. Like I know Patrice had like a whole special was like 95% like basic crowd work.
Was it crowd work?
I don't know if it was 95, but
Because sometimes a lot of crowd work is kind of planned. Sometimes.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like things that they've said in the past.
Oh right,
They
definitely.
just they remember it or they write it down. Like okay, this person says no to this question that I asked. I have this way to go. You know, it's,
Okay.
a lot of it is planned.
Planned crowd work. I
But-
understand that, but it's still natural because you're getting genuine reactions, and then you can take those
Yeah.
different directions.
Yeah, it's definitely something you can like learn to do better at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you're mostly focused on your joke writing.
I want to. I really do. Yeah, I do need to get better at that because that's how you get on shows.
Joke writing.
Because people
I like
like people who want to book you, they'll see you only do crowd work, but once they hear your jokes and they're not good, like okay, I don't want this person.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can do good crowd work and good jokes, that's good.
So you have a short-term goal, 250 by the end of the year.
And 10 shows. I've done 3 shows, or like
Oh.
3 bookings, whatever.
Oh, like getting paid.
Not necessarily, at this point. Not really necessarily getting paid.
You mean they reach out to you instead
Yeah.
of you reach out to them?
I mean, I got paid for one show.
Nice.
I got $400.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. I got $10.
This guy.
I ended up.
You gotta watch out with David.
What?
He just says whatever he wants.
Somebody said I lie a lot.
It's not that you lie, 'cause you catch yourself, but then you're like, which are the ones when he doesn't admit it? Like, are there times when
My
you know?
coworker, he says I lie a lot. Because every time I talk with him, I just like to fuck around.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I went to Nigeria this weekend. He's like, David, are you serious?
Are you serious?
His name's Muhammad. He's like, why are you lying?
Why do you lie?
Like, why do you? I've never met a person who lies this much. I'm like, dude, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I'm kidding. So is it really lying at this point? But it is true. I lied to that guy so much. It's crazy. Like if he was my boss, he'd fire me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Muhammad is a chill dude. Shout out.
For sure. Shout out Mohammed.
In med school, that's his plan.
That's cool.
Hope he gets in.
Okay, so 10 shows by the end of the year. You're at 3.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be it might be harder than the 250. It depends.
Yeah. Well, actually, this guy named Ben Rice. Remember Ben Rice?
Ben Rice.
The guy who was talking to us after the mic.
The most recent one, 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago? Yeah. Yeah, I remember it.
He actually is producing a show in Clarksburg,
Okay.
and he invited me. It's next Sunday.
That's 4 of them.
But I don't know if it's still going on. Like, he asked me this probably like a week ago.
Mhm.
I haven't got any updates. I haven't seen any posts on Facebook.
Was he at the last show? Last open mic?
No.
Okay.
Just that one time I saw him, and then like,
Do you have his contact information?
yeah, I can
I
reach
would just text him like a week out. You said when you said it was?
next October 3rd,
Oh.
next Sunday.
Yeah, I'd probably text him now then. A week out if you could. As far as just confirming things.
But yeah.
Because you don't want to like get like a last second text from him going like, tomorrow, like, are
Right.
you still coming?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Suck.
Alright. I keep trying to like move on. So I have a couple regularly scheduled questions I like to close the show
Alright.
with. But like I think that there's still unexplored comedic depth to you. And every
Really?
time I bring I'm like, oh, is there more? So when I
Probably
come up-
is.
come
I
up
mean, I've only
for
been doing it for like
down.
a year, kind of,
A year.
almost.
A
I
year
don't know.
steady. We said steady started February, so it's like
Yeah. So
8 months steady, and then before that on and on.
Yeah, it hasn't really been. Actually, no. Probably my favorite venue is Alameda Comedy Club.
Alameda.
That
Okay.
one was fun. That was also another one of those times where I was dancing in the beginning.
Hell yeah.
I did a little bit of crowd work because the host, after 1 minute of performing, he's like, "Oh, can you restart? I forgot to click record." So I was kind of like roasting him, going off that.
Hell yeah.
Went really well, and then once I got to my jokes,
Went down.
yeah, that's my
Okay.
problem.
Do you think your joke writing is maybe your weakest part?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is really bad.
That's fair. You do have funny jokes. I've heard some of your jokes. I do think your comedy made me laugh more. Like your crowd work made me laugh
Yeah.
more. But I've only really seen you live the once.
Yeah,
And you're pretty big on TikTok. Pretty big on TikTok.
13.925 K
13.5. Yeah, 925. Is that followers or those are the views in that one video that exploded?
views.
Yeah. It's got a couple multi-thousand viewed videos.
Yes,
Pretty crazy. He's not even on there very much. Just
I'm not, but they do want me back.
yeah, they do.
One of the comments did say, "Please post more," or no, something like that. Like,
Mhm.
post more.
Yeah.
And I
That's
just,
people
I
hungry.
haven't. I feel so bad letting that person down.
Do you record every set you do?
I've been slacking. I used to,
Mhm.
but I have bad Wi-Fi, so it takes forever to upload them, like on YouTube or whatever.
Mhm.
'Cause that's what I do. I upload them on YouTube. I keep them private so nobody can see them but me. I have like 100 videos on there,
Right.
and the other ones I've just been
Like
slacking.
100? Dang.
Just like from when I first started.
That's crazy. Yeah, you should. You want to know a secret? You have Wi-Fi, get an Ethernet cord.
Okay.
Plug it into your computer. It's always faster than your Wi-Fi.
Really?
Yeah, it's a direct internet connection to your computer.
Well, we don't even have the box.
You don't have a box?
It's like the
Oh.
apartment.
Uh,
It's that
no box.
no box.
They must have the box. Do you have a common room or something that has the box?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you try to do it there with Ethernet cord. If you don't have one, have like so many extra Ethernet cords. But
oh shit. Really?
yeah, it's really, like I said, not an issue. I think my friend the other day is like trying to make this big deal. You actually, did you meet Nikita? No, I don't think you did.
No.
But he's like, I got this Ethernet cord, but I don't need it. Like, you can have it. And I was like, yeah, thanks to I have like 20 of them. But
Shit,
thanks.
why?
to-
Why do you have so much?
I thought I would need more. I wouldn't say I have 20. Let's say I have 4.
Okay.
But I only need 1. Like, I have 1 to my PC.
Yeah.
I use my laptop with no Wi-Fi in general.
Oh, wow.
But like, you don't really need a bunch of them.
No.
So, I say I have 20, but 20 would be as much use to me as 4.
But yeah, man. Like I said, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Of course. I don't know where I put it. I'll get it to you after.
All right.
See, look, this is good. Every time I come up, I'm like, is it time to stop talking about comedy? Then we go back into comedy.
Yeah.
See? And that's good. That's why I come up for air. Come up.
Comedy. I've been on another podcast.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know Mark Maple?
No.
He's this comedian from Stockton.
Stop.
And Jordan Quattlebaum.
Co-host.
Quattlebaum. Yeah. They invited me. I think I was like their 5th choice, because the 4 canceled. Which is cool to know, I guess. This is cool.
They're both stand-ups.
Yeah, they've been performing for a while. Yeah, Mark, he's a school bus driver. He hates his job. It makes him really sad.
Hell yeah.
And
Sadness.
yeah, he really wants to do comedy, so I hope he does well.
Fuck yeah. Alright. I like to ask people this question.
Alright.
You ever had a spiritual experience?
No.
No.
Well, define that. Like, what do you
I
mean?
think spiritual experience means a lot of things to different people. Like I've had people answer yes, and they'll say it's something small like just going out to the woods and like building a fire or something like that.
Oh.
Some people will say like drugs, and I think one person said visiting the place of their ancestors in Norway or Norway. I think it was Norway. It's like that felt profoundly spiritual as well.
Cool.
So that's why I like the question because it means so many things to different people. And I get interesting responses.
Spiritual.
So when you think it, what does it make you think of when you hear it?
Well, yes, I was thinking about drug experiences, but
Mhm.
no. Spiritual. What? Sometimes when I play soccer,
Mhm.
there's this back field back home, and I would go there and I'd be kind of like in the zen, just like not even thinking about anything. I would go there to like relax, because I would just have so many things on my mind, and it was kind of like a refresh day, just clearing the head,
Hell yeah.
and it was just fun. Yeah, just being by myself. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Soccer. So what? Oh, yeah, you said you played soccer earlier today.
Yeah.
So what position? What do you like to do on the soccer field?
I'm usually a defender, like during
Defender.
games. I'm a
Interesting.
defender. I slide tackle.
Slide tackle.
Actually, in high school,
Ooh.
I dislocated my teammate's knee,
Hell yeah.
and it was like the first practice of
Got in your way.
the high school.
He's gonna need to get out of the way of slide tackle. He needs
Poor,
to jump.
poor fella. He didn't even. Yeah, poor little guy. Poor amigo. Poor sport. Really, really lucked out. Yeah, man, I really wanted the ball,
Yeah.
and I slide tackled, and he fell. He's like, he was screaming really loud.
Oh, nice.
And
Job well done.
the little golf cart came, picked him up, and drove away. And
Did he
honking
come
the
back?
horn. No, dude, the poor guy. He didn't come
He
back.
stayed away.
He was gone for most of the season because of that, and he
That's
only
all.
came back to play like 2 games. I think he scored an own goal or something. So yeah,
That's his way of getting back at you.
he didn't have a good season. He had a really bad season.
Shattered his confidence and his knee.
Literally. Poor Sammer, that's his name.
Sammer. Dang.
I hope he's doing well, man.
Yeah, well, Sammer, hope you're doing well.
And
If you see
because of
this.
that, everybody on the team called me a cracker,
Cracker.
like cracking, like
Crack the knee.
yeah, not like the slur, but like.
Not like the slur.
But usually in soccer, it's like, oh, you cracked him. It's like you fouled him.
I wonder how many people consider cracker a slur. You know?
Do you?
Definitely not. Like sometimes people say it in a way that's like, okay, that's like, why'd you say it like that?
Yeah.
But like, I'm not like, oh, cracker. Oh,
Like if somebody
you
calls
just
you
said cracker. Like that's the C word, man. You gotta watch
Yeah.
out.
the C word. Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking the C word back.
Yeah. I always thought people were called cracker
Mhm.
because of like the saltine cracker,
That's the way I've heard, and then someone else told me a different
like
definition
the
recently.
whipping, like cracking a whip.
Oh yes, I heard that one.
I
I
thought-
thought there was even a different one I heard recently. But yeah, cracker. I don't.
Would you get mad if somebody literally came up to you and was like, "Hey, you cracker, like what are you doing tonight?" Like
For me, a lot of it depends on how people say things, you know. And I don't think I would get angry, but I might be like, it might be off-putting.
yeah,
You know, like if someone just goes like, "Hey, you," and it doesn't even matter, like,
that's weird. Yeah.
right? When they say cracker, it's like, "Hey, you," plus another thing. Are they trying to make me mad? That makes me go like, I probably don't want to talk to this
Yeah.
guy. You know. But cracker. Wait, what's like the one slur if you were called? You'd be like, oh, no,
No, I don't think I'd ever be like that.
never.
Just cause like, I feel like I don't take things that seriously.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like especially with comedy, like I respect every comedy. Like I think
Mm.
this one guy made a joke about he was sad at this like frat party or whatever. There's like a ghost,
It's a ghost.
and then after he's like, I just want to hang myself.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was so funny. That was actually another one of those times where I laughed. Probably that and the other guy, I was laughing. Well, I wasn't laughing that hard, but I was like kind of shocked. Like, and nobody else was. They're like, really? He just said he wants to hang himself.
Sometimes it's suicide jokes. I
Yeah.
find them off-putting.
I think that guy's funny.
I think the fact that you thought that was hilarious made it funny to me.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't really have like a barrier, things like that. Like, I don't think, if somebody called me like a beaner,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that'd be funny.
Yeah,
A bean.
I feel it. Bean.
A bean. Frijolero.
Frijolero. Frijolito.
Sí.
Sí.
Frijolito. Itos.
Dos. Fuck. Alright,
What about you? Would you ever get triggered by something? Like,
Nothing specific. People do trigger me from time to time, but like it's not like one topic would trigger me. I don't think so. You think anything could be funny if it's said in the right way and like has the right backing or like context?
yeah, I think anything, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, probably, you can talk about anything, it just has to be, like, funny.
I generally agree with that.
It's
but-
kind of hard with certain topics,
Yes.
though, like dicks.
Dicks.
Things like that.
Well, I don't think dicks is like the one people think of.
Maybe
Uh,
race.
Race. I think rape is like the big one.
Oh, yeah.
People
yeah.
are like, you can never. You
Nah,
know?
but I definitely think you can, it just has
Right.
to be original. That's,
I remember one comedian, he said, like a joke about like a 98-year-old woman raping you. That could be funny because
Yeah.
it's so like not so unconventional.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, like some people also just use incendiary topics because they know they'll get a reaction,
yeah.
and so that doesn't mean they know how to use it.
Yeah, that's why I took a comedy class, and the teacher was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't. Well, she actually was against, like, talking about edgy stuff
Mhm.
as a beginner.
Definitely. Yeah, I think I agree with that as well.
Yeah. But I don't think definitely should. I think you should try it, maybe. Because some people, they could get away with it. There's always, like, a way around things in comedy. There's, like, no set rule.
Mhm.
Like, you know how you can never steal comedy? Like,
Yeah.
there was actually this one guy from a long time ago. His, like, whole thing was stealing jokes.
Mhm.
And he was really popular.
Carlos Mencia.
No, not that guy.
Not Carlos
no,
Mencia.
like before him, a long
Oh,
time
dang.
ago. Like he actually,
His inspiration, perhaps.
like people knew he stole jokes,
Mhm.
but like somehow he was still.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it. I forgot, but
Mhm.
I read about it. So it's like there's
But
always.
he's known and liked by the people who he stole jokes from.
I don't know by then, but the audience.
By the audience. Yeah.
But there's always a way around things. There's no like you can't do this. You
Mhm.
can- it's weird. So yeah, you got to really just figure out your own.
Comedians definitely will get angry about joke stealing.
Yeah, I think especially now.
Mhm.
But if you can somehow use it in a way that benefits, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's probably.
it's complicated. And also, like we were saying earlier, like stealing a joke is hard because, like, yeah, you can get to the same ideas very differently.
Yeah, and sometimes jokes are about a certain comedian, like probably the way they look, about their life. It's like how. That's why those type of jokes about you personally are encouraged. Like jokes about you, where if another person said it, it wouldn't be as funny.
Mhm.
Those are encouraged. Like that type of stuff is like what gets you like on Tonight shows, things that make you unique, that are really original.
Yeah, truth. That's something I heard recently. Well,
Yeah.
not recently, but I've just always known.
Yeah, you should always start a joke off with like a bit of truth. Like a joke, Roy
That's
Wood
true.
Roy Wood Jr. said a joke should either say who you are or what you think.
Hmm.
So it's like if it's not doing one of those, then it's kind of maybe might need to reconsider, like maybe do it another way. I don't know.
Roy Wood Jr. For that name before.
Or actually, I think that's the UFC fighter.
Yeah, maybe. You a UFC fan?
No,
No.
but Roy something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Boy. Fuck.
he's a Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Both those names sound so familiar. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you. Let's see, I think we're very close to wrapping this up.
Okay.
If that's amenable to you.
Yeah, I want to leave already.
Raleigh,
I'm just kidding. No,
dang,
just
dang,
kidding.
I'm hurt. I'm good hurt.
This is fun. I like
Which
this.
if I gave you a twisty straw, you'd like that. Yeah.
That's a good callback. That's a great callback. It's a really good callback. You should do comedy. It's really funny. Good callback. It's a nice, clever callback. I did not see that coming. Completely flipped the.
Well, it makes sense because drugs are addictive.
Yes. Alright, that was a good tag. Great tag. Good. That was really funny, man.
So the more you say it, the more I laugh, and I feel like you're not laughing. It's like, that makes me laugh harder.
I thought that was funny. That was a good callback and a tag. Just write that down.
I don't like your clinical approach to complimenting me. I want the laughs.
Yeah.
Give me the laughs.
Right.
I guess I need to make a joke about hanging myself. Ha! Callback number 2.
I thought it was so funny how he said it.
How'd you say it?
He's like, I'm just gonna hang myself. And he had long hair and a mustache.
I'm gonna get canceled for this. Like laughing. He's not dead. He's alive.
No, he's in the sack area.
See, it was a joke, people.
He actually works at Laughs Unlimited.
Yeah.
His name's not Cheddar Bob. What's his name? Something weird.
Cheddar Bob.
Cheddar Bob's the guy from 8 Mile who shot himself.
Oh. Hey, you got all the suicides grouped in one
Yeah.
head.
But it was funny how he said it. I'm just gonna hang myself.
Bro, laughing about suicide is not a good look.
It's
I think
not.
it's up there.
I guess I'm laughing at just how he said it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts as laughing at it.
No, it's good it's bad for me. You're good right now.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
You're just talking about laughing. I'm just laughing.
Right.
Whew. All right. Last question.
Wait.
Is there a song that's been stuck in your head lately, or a favorite song you have right now at the moment?
Probably a favorite that I can always go back to right now that I really like is probably "Lovin' Me" by Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
It was on his newest album.
Newest album. Okay. Check that one out.
It's a great song.
Alright.
It's very catchy. I'm not really a lyrics guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a sounds guy.
Yes.
And his voice is very
I agree.
melancholic. Not
Melodic.
Melodic, yeah.
Melancholic would be
Like
sad
sad.
sounding. But he does also do that.
Yeah, he does do that. That's the funny thing too. Yeah, his album "Passion, Pain, and Demons" thing,
Yeah.
where he does sound a lot like melancholic.
That's the one where it's kind of like metal, right?
No, that's Spinning Bullet to Heaven.
Speed Bolt to Heaven.
Yeah.
Passion Pain and Demon Slaying. What's the cover look like on that? Is that like
It's
the
like
red
pink.
one? Oh, the pink. Oh, with
The
the
purple with, like,
the black background.
Yeah,
Okay, that one's cool.
that's probably my favorite album
Really?
of his. Yeah.
Dang. It's a dark horse right there.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I was going through.
A real.
Geometry was hard, so that's kind of what I listened to.
Yeah. Geometry.
Just finding the degrees of obtuse angles. Listening to a guy scream on Spotify.
I don't think I've heard that as a favorite Cudi album in a while, but I will.
Usually
I will hear
people
songs
say it's
on
like Man on the Moon.
Man on
That's
the
his
Moon.
best stuff.
classic. I like Mr. I think the album called Mr. Rager, or the one Mr. Rager's on.
Yeah, I think it's Man on the Moon too.
Really?
Then-
Okay.
And then Mr. Rager.
Yeah.
And, funny, my teacher, 5th grade teacher, is actually named Mr. Rager.
Oh, nice.
He's like, yeah, there's a song about me.
Hell yeah.
I was like, well, I do not want to listen to it. That's actually one of my favorite songs. of his.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I've noticed that. It's like things that I was pushed away from early on, I come back to with more energy, more emotion. Like people always told me, like growing up, middle school, high school, they're like, Tyler the Creator, you have to listen to it. My name's Tyler.
Yeah.
This guy's name's Tyler. You need to listen to Tyler the Creator. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I'm Tyler. Only me.
Yeah.
I feel like I have this antagonistic relationship with a lot of Tylers.
Really?
Yeah, we're very territorial.
Huh.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Tyler.
Yeah, there's a lot of Tylers around, but we kind of like establish space for each
That's
other.
It's funny. Tyler's like the start of a black name,
I like
and that's like really white.
I know a Tyler though who's black.
Really?
Or I don't know him. As a guy I met once, as a friend of a friend. He might still work in the Palo Alto area. Custom California Closets. They make custom closets for rich people,
Whoa.
and it makes ridiculous money.
Really?
Yeah, my friend used to work with him there, and he was like just making so much money. They make commission off of closet. They just design closets for people, bro. Can you imagine like looking at your closet and being like, I want to spend like $4,000 on this to make it really nice.
Like closets can be like a room.
That's true. That's true. I guess the bigger they are, the more you want them designed. Maybe I'm just used to small closets. That's why. That's why I can't even fathom paying someone so much money for a closet.
Closets, dude. Oh my god. All my stuff is just on my chair.
Chair. Yeah.
I'm the chair guy.
I'm currently living without a closet, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this all your stuff?
Yeah,
Is this your room?
This is
This is your.
it's a topic, but yes, this is actually behind the camera is my room,
Hell yeah.
but this is also my stuff. It's kind of spilled out, messy
It's like
person.
the lotion.
lotion.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. See, it's out here because now you're like, oh, he's not jacking off out here.
Yeah.
So lotion's away from the.
Have you ever jacked off
Potential.
outdoors before?
I plead the fifth.
It's an honest question. That's what I like to ask every
You like to ask every
person who podcasts with me. I always like to
You
ask
ask
that
the last
question.
person that.
We talked about jacking off, but I don't think I asked that specific one.
Have you ever jacked off outdoors?
I've jacked off in my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, that's so weird to admit. Actually, outdoors, I'm on a hand job outdoors.
Interesting. Okay, you're getting closer. Getting closer.
But have I ever jacked? I'm pretty sure I have. I feel like I had to. Out of like, how many times do you think you jacked off in your life?
Oh God, no, don't. I'm not even gonna try.
Really?
Nothing. Well, are you like? Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Me probably like.
At one point, I thought it was an addiction.
What? At what point it was an addiction for you?
I thought it was. I don't know if it's still. I don't want to get into it, honestly.
Okay. Well, I'd say probably like 920 times.
That's very respectable, honestly. That's like, that's not even every day for the last 3 years.
But it could be like a margin of like plus or minus 750.
Like, I should say, it'd be a funny joke if you say that, like 900, and then you say plus or minus like 7,000.
Yeah. Minus, like not even negative.
It doesn't need to make sense. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah, but oh my god. Jacking off is so weird.
Yeah, it's not good. We're supposed to close the podcast. We're just talking about it. Yeah, fuck it, bro. I want to talk more. The vibes are still good.
Yeah.
I just keep running out of like things to ask, but then we go back to like funny topics.
And jacking off.
Say something else. Give us a new topic.
Oh, yeah.
First thing that pops in your mind.
Well, I saw the fridge. I don't know.
The fridge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Mini fridge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mini fridge.
Do you put a filter water in the ice tray, or do you just use sink water?
Oh, good question. I use sink water.
Oh, you're
Or
one of those?
One of those. Yeah. So here's the thing, bro.
Here's the thing.
I've been drinking out of this
Yeah.
for like a year. Right?
Same
And
filter, or do you change it?
This is filtered. It's a new filter.
Okay.
But when I first moved to this house, only one person bought the filters.
Oh.
He moved out 3 months later. I don't know who put this new filter in, but it had not been changed for about 8 months.
Jesus.
And we were just drinking out of it. It's cold water, tap. I'm from Davis.
Okay.
Davis tap, and we're friends.
Yeah.
Me and Davis tap. I prefer mine filtered, but
It's
I
okay.
tried to get new filters. I bought some, and I borrowed some from a friend.
Okay.
Like 4 or 5 different occasions, I've tried. I've talked to people. I even talked to the guy who's originally buying them. Like when he was still here, I was like, "So where are you getting the filters?" He's like, "Oh, just wherever filters are, you just buy them there." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, for sure,
Like
for
a
sure,
filter
dude."
store.
Yeah, like
The filter store.
he was zero help on the filters. But somebody, I think we just got 2 people just moved in, so someone else just bought it. But like, there is some friction in the house, so someone bought a
Yeah.
competing filter,
Oh.
but they don't let other people use it. So, like that is also
Yeah.
anyway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, filtered water, ice.
If you have
cubes.
water, if you have filtered water, you don't fill it up. You don't fill the tray with.
No, so
filter.
I just noticed this like this week. New
Oh.
filter came in. The last time I made ice was maybe like a month ago.
Oh.
I don't use ice that much unless I'm like craving something iced. But
Okay.
yeah, generally use filter. I'm guessing you're a filtered person.
Yeah, but I do have a problem too changing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I delay it
Mhm.
a lot.
It's fair.
Mhm.
I think I like cold water more than I like filtered water.
I hate cold water really.
Really? I think that's a lot.
I'd like to lean more lukewarm.
Lukewarm? Interesting. Why do you use ice? What do you use ice for then?
Well, if it's really hot, I just rub it on my body. Yeah, but I tend to. I have like a sense of like. I get sick if I drink cold water.
Good sink, yeah, you got a throat problem.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Laryngitis.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's.
Laryngitis.
Yeah.
Laryngitis.
Larynx guides.
Laryngitis.
Larynx clitoris.
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 Yes.
Have you ever seen one?
Where?
Have you ever seen one?
In the wild?
Just walking around. Just climbing
Hey,
on the fence.
I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to find sometimes. All right.
Sometimes. What do you mean? Where are they
Sometimes,
at?
Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Does everyone have one?
Bro,
Is there,
bro.
is there specific people who have one, or is it like a universal?
No, there's two types. Okay.
Okay.
You got innies and you got outies.
Oh, and Audis are the.
Outies are easier.
What?
This is a great podcast, honestly.
It's fun.
It's so good. So clitoris is actually, so
It's an Audi.
you know how, like we all start off as like little bunches of cells and they turn into like fetuses.
Yeah.
And like, animal fetuses look the same as us, but then we split off and we get more human-like, right?
Okay.
Fetus is growing in the stomach, whatever. But so whatever starts off on the fetus, like it either turns into a clitoris or a dick. So it's like the same. I think of them as like similar, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Which is, I saw this like one sex ed video where they're like, yeah, you should treat it like a dick, like you could suck on it or something.
Oh,
like
shit. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen one.
For just watch more porn, I don't know.
I only watch solos.
It's like, oh yeah,
Guys.
it's like guys.
God, I just exposed myself.
Yeah, it's good, man. Do what you will. Do what you want. Fucking clitoris.
Yeah, man, I always hear scary stories about them.
The clitoris?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like a.
Boogeyman.
It's just something that you don't want to see.
Why is that?
I don't know, just it looks. I hear it's like it's big. It
Big.
gets in the way.
It gets in the way.
Yeah, it's kind
Who
of like.
told you this?
I've read books.
You read books.
I've read novels, audiobooks. Yeah.
Be careful of the scary clitoris guarding the entrance of the fucking womb.
Yeah, right? I just feel it's something like that's out of a scary movie, like Beowulf, that comes out of the lake or something. I don't know.
The spiky and three-horned clitoris emerges
Yeah.
to do battle.
Like a swamp-like creature. Something from Shrek. I don't know. I hear it looks like the dragon from Shrek.
Looks like the dragon.
Is that like the purple thing?
The purple thing.
Or like its kids? I don't know.
Oh man, bro, that movie was crazy. Like Donkey just clapped some dragon cheeks, dude.
Damn,
They're happy, huh? Yeah, they made little donkey babies, and they can't even have the scientists come in and say that's not true because those scientists never seen a dragon, so they don't even know it's possible.
I don't
It's
think
some
there's
magic.
scientists back like in there. I think that's too long ago, so it's like I don't know what they have. I think they just have like I don't know. I just remember those flute guys.
Flute.
And they're wearing those yoga pants. The guys who came out of the tree. They had yoga pants back then.
That is some modern technology, bro.
Yeah.
What if it's not our society, but instead, like, it's after our society fell that the dragon's a magic king? Whoa. That's a big hit shit right there.
So after this, dragons come out. And then we're back to medieval times.
Yeah, well, once the nukes go off,
Yeah.
We got some weird, properties, people undergo
It's like
changes.
it's an artificial ice age.
Yeah, artificial ice age. Hell yeah, hell yeah. And then the dragon kind of evolves from like a modern day bird, right? Because it's got those like random electrons coming in, fucking shit up with those
I
protons.
feel like there's something already out there.
You think so?
Yeah. Like, I was watching this video in China. I wasn't in China, but like I was watching a video about China.
Yeah. Free Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No? Oh.
I'm not gonna recognize Taiwan.
Well, no. Taiwan and Hong Kong are different.
I know, but China hates them both.
That's China hates them both. They use the word China.
Yeah. But anyways, we're talking about dragons. Oh yeah.
Dragon pussy.
We were talking about something. I just forgot what it was.
Ice Age.
Yeah. Then after that,
Dragons.
artificial ice age.
Artificial Ice Age. You were going somewhere. Oh, China. We're talking about China.
Yeah.
And how Taiwan and Hong Kong are the same because
No, we mentioned
from
something before
China
that.
is the only thing.
We
that
mentioned
matters.
something before that.
Oh, free Hong Kong.
Oh, in China, no, I saw this video.
Yeah.
It was like about like this like canyon.
Mhm.
And there's like weird like moaning sounds.
Oh, Monica.
Like they said it was like a dragon sound or something.
Okay. So maybe
It was
it's
weird. Like
maybe that's why China's like.
there's
seeing
something
crazy
coming
things
from the earth.
coming out.
Like there's some sounds. There's something
Maybe it's the wind.
like in the ocean, right? Isn't it only like
Ocean.
7% of it's explored or something?
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
the ocean's
I feel
crazy.
like there's-
I heard it was 5%.
Yeah, I heard that like 10 years ago.
Oh, so
Maybe
you
now
got
it's probably like 7. That's why I added 2%.
You remember when Discovery had that documentary on mermaids that convinced a lot of people?
Oh,
that
dude,
real?
I really
It wasn't a real documentary.
I went down that hole.
Oh yeah.
You see the mermaid on the rock, remember? And then it like flies away. Or
No,
no,
it's all fake, dude.
Was
And they
it?
put it on the Discovery Channel because they're
Yeah.
like, oh, might
That's
be,
funny,
might be
huh?
real, you know.
Yeah, that was cool.
Fucking-
The mermaids.
Probably the first time I watched it, I was like, there are mermaids in this world. I was like in 5th grade, and I was like, oh shit.
Remember the submarine one where like they're
No.
deep down?
Oh yeah, because there's 2 videos, right? There's like one live video coming up next, and they prolong it like 4 episodes,
Yeah.
and then finally you see like a webbed hand. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
A web hand. Well, just a guy asking for help. He lost his
Like
boat
a
or something.
diver.
Yeah. It's only like 30 feet deep.
They're like, don't touch it, man.
They're in the Michigan Lake. They're not even at the beach. Really. Like, hey, I'm looking for my boat. But yeah, no, I definitely think I don't know, there's something out there.
Oh, there's something. Yeah, but
Like I
what
saw the not King Kong, the Godzilla, the most
Mhm.
recent one with all those creatures.
He's down there.
Or something, I don't know.
Something big.
And there's something that the
world
government's
changing.
hiding from us.
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely. The government's hiring so much.
oh, there's a guy named Bob Lazar. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He used to work for like Area 51. He was kind of exposing them
Yeah, I heard about this.
about like UFO. They were working on like 9 different types of UFOs.
Right.
And the government just tried to like rid him off. Like they deleted his file that he ever worked there and shit like that.
Pretty crazy.
There's definitely things.
I got a question for you. Actually, I just found a question. Pulled it out. What is it with comedians and conspiracies? They go together so well.
Do they?
So many.
Who? Like who?
Okay. Joe Rogan. Is
Okay,
like
yeah.
the most prominent conspiracy. Although he's kind of moved away from it recently.
Yeah.
But then like just anybody he has on will just like.
Yeah, his friend Eddie Bravo.
Eddie Bravo's the real one. Yeah, for real.
and he's funny.
It's funny. He's always like the most.
I don't know, I
He's
just- I
still
think
convinced the moon landing's fake.
I think it happened.
The moon landing.
Yeah. I said it in a way it's like
You're like, well, I think it happened.
I mean,
I'm willing to admit
yeah.
at this point.
I believe it kinda, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but I believe it for sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
See, that's a good like opening joke. Just like, let's talk about the moon landing.
But people hate conspiracy theories. Because their group was like the right, you know? And they're like,
You gotta do it right though. So like, alright, I want to use this, but it's like the moon landing. Let's talk about the moon landing opening joke.
okay.
I think it happened,
Yeah, I think for sure.
and they just never come back to it.
Yeah.
Just leave it. And afterwards, people are like, "What were you gonna say after that?"
So confused. They're getting their cameras out. Like, alright, what's this fool gonna say? Are we gonna cancel? But yeah, conspiracy theories and comedians, I think they do go together just because comedians think in such a weird way. They try to think of like alternatives.
Yeah, connections and
And
stuff.
I guess the alternative to like facts is just like conspiracy theories.
That's true. Definitely some conspiracy theories are right, and that's what makes them interesting. And also, if you go on the internet,
Like what?
I don't know. I'm not gonna get into
Well, you
it.
can't just say that. Like,
I think there's some conspiracy theories that are right, because the government is hiding things from us. I don't know which ones, and I'm not gonna comment on which ones.
why
I used to be really into conspiracy theories like in like 10th, 11th grade.
Yeah.
Because like, the internet, they got these crazy people, man. They're like, they got sources for everything, and you gotta follow sources long enough, and you're like, okay, that source doesn't make sense, but
Yeah.
like you have to really work to prove them incorrect because they're very convoluted and deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely believe some things the government's hiding, and that must be by.
And it
default.
might be in our best interest, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it probably is. I think.
Well,
Because I think shit could start. People could panic.
Mhm.
People will get money out of their banks or whatever if they see something coming. That'll cause.
Yeah, just buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I need to get into it actually.
Should.
I'm not into that.
Bitcoin's good.
It is. Are you
Yeah.
into that?
I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's good. Buy Bitcoin. Don't put all your savings in there. It's like gambling. Just put in what you can afford to lose. But here's the thing: the government does not control Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's right here.
So if the government was like, "Yo, we need all your money," and the banks just give them all, I can't do anything to stop that. But what the U.S. government has not have the ability to do is crack Bitcoin's code at the moment. Although quantum computers are coming, So those might be able to crack. That's what people are worried about. They're worried about like quantum proof stuff now. Bitcoin is made before we even thought quantum computers were possible.
It's a quantum computer. Is that just?
It's just like a computer that I don't really know it, but basically our current best computers are like nothing compared to a quantum computer. Like the reason why Bitcoin works is because it takes so long to crack
Yeah, to
code,
mine.
and like so mining is basically like
Attempting to crack the code.
yeah, and you do it for long enough, and then you can prove the transactions are real
Yeah.
if you all solve the algorithm.
There's actually a Bitcoin mining factory. I think in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, all over, everywhere.
Oh, that's the last
Bitcoin's
one.
huge.
Yeah.
Like the people are worried about it because it has such a giant effect on the environment because of how much electricity it's using.
Which is
Just to
weird.
run these computers all day to solve the math problems that are required to run Bitcoin.
So weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is very nuts. I think I want to close the podcast now.
Okay.
We have covered so much. We even broke the structure usually. Usually once I start the closing, we just go directly there.
Yeah. Sometimes
like-
the best stuff is off script.
I agree with that. I've also had some like really good conversations like after I turn off the podcast.
Oh shit.
So like that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because like, but the thing with you is like I think I don't like the way your head works. You're just like you're still working on, like still improving.
And that's
still
honestly how I
twisting.
pretty much am in every conversation. I
Mhm.
hate it when it's like just static silence. I don't know. And when you're funny and you say things, you can just keep going, get
Yes.
them laugh, and then it's like, I don't know.
Hell yeah,
It's fun.
comedy's good. Everyone try comedy. Everyone come out
Do
Wednesday,
it.
7:00.
Steve's Pizza.
Steve's Pizza. He's the host. He's funny. He's a comedian.
I'm gonna go hang myself now. I stole that joke.
Dave Vid Rodriguez.
Yeah,
David
Rodriguez with a Z. Yeah.
With a Z. He's gonna be big. He's coming. This is the second biggest, second best live podcast in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Whew, now we can see if it failed for the second time.
It's off.
Oh, still got one viewer.
Oh shit.
That's cool. End the stream.